But no. So like it's the seldom observed and understood. So I don't think that it's specific for a specific demographic. There's too many people in the world that like fit under that umbrella of soul to me. And I wanted it to in the beginning be like a hip hop podcast or something like that, something involving music.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm more than just an artist, and I know that people are more than just artists and creatives and stuff like that. Like there's a whole other side of them to them, you know what I mean, that people want to see. And
like a secret special power for whistling.
Yeah, no. Hell yeah, definitely secret special power for whistling. I definitely am a pretty good whistler.
Yeah.
And I think that as time goes on, like I don't want to put like a definite time limit on it or anything, but over the next couple years, I probably will get there. Maybe not even over the next couple years. I think maybe around next year or season 2 or something like that, I'll kind of figure out where it's actually going.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to wait until the time where I figured it out. I was just like, I just wanted to kind of get the camera rolling and shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just to figure out what it is and let people get the things that they need out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I appreciate that, man. And for all those that don't know and who are just tuning in, this is the SOUCast. This is the seldom observed and understood. For all my souls, those who feel seldom observed and understood, out there, this is a place for you guys to be yourself and, come and be me, you come and be you, and we just chop it up on game. I want people to get nothing but positive energy out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing but elevated frequency. And I want people to elevate, and I want it, even if it's just one thing, them to leave with something that like, okay, I didn't think of it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess I'm sort of like, my dad always says I'll be an instructor one day in some way or some fashion, because I get like this kick or this high out of talking to people and they be like, oh shit, like that's something I never really thought of before. I was just doing that maybe like earlier this week. I was talking to a young kid that I go to school with. He's like 18, and I was just telling him things that I know, like, and just giving him advice on being a young 18-year-old like I was and stuff. And he was just sitting there like, oh shit, I didn't think of this. And who would expect him to think of that? He's 18, he hasn't gone through nothing. But it felt good to be that person to like open his mind in that way. It's like literally I could see his mind opening, and his eyes started to get wider, and just like he was just so engaged. And I was like, I love that, bro. And that's what I want it to do. And that's another reason why I became a barber too, so I can connect with people. Yeah,
you ever thought about cutting hair and interviewing folks at the same time?
Yeah, I definitely thought about it. The idea was brought to me by somebody, I can't remember who, but the idea was brought to me about it because I don't think I've seen that before. Like I don't think I've seen anybody I've seen people do podcasts in barbershops, but I haven't seen one where they're actually cutting while they're doing the podcast.
Yeah, there's a gentleman who's gone viral for sure because he'll just walk on the streets and then set up a tripod and be like, "Yo, can I cut your hair right here?" Wherever
I think I
they
know
are.
Who you're talking about. His name is like little white dude, got tattoos and shit. I forget his name. I need to get his. He's a dope ass barber. I think he's like based out of Atlanta or North Carolina or something like that. And I've seen him do that, and he's gone super viral doing that, just asking people. And that's kind of how I just started. Like my barber big homies or whatever, the barbers who've been in the industry and kind of has been with me through the process and stuff like that. Specifically, my dude Dion. Shout out to Dion, best barber in Sacramento. But he was like, yeah, bro, if you really want to get good at this, man, you're gonna have to get comfortable with just one, doing things for free, and then two, just going around to the hood and just seeing these little dirty kids and asking them if they want their haircut and stuff like that. And then I've done little events. I'm actually doing an event tomorrow at like a high school. I think it's Burbank High School, where me and the people at my barber school are going down there to cut the kids' hair for free for like an hour or something like that.
So if I pull up, like, just sit in the chair, can I get a cut? Or would they be like,
why
are you here?
To the event? Oh, yeah, to the event, they might be like, bro, this is high school. What you doing here?
Yeah. Like, oh, my son goes here.
Oh, yeah, like, that's him. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe they would, maybe they won't. I'll vouch for you. I'll be like, he's cool. He's straight. They'd be like, Torrance, do you know? Yeah, he's straight. Yeah. That's a savage right there. Don't leave him alone. No. But that's what's up.
I appreciate that.
But yes, all those welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the SOUCast. I appreciate you for being here, and I hope that you can get something out of this. A bit of piece of information out of this interaction that I have with a special guest here. I got my boy SavTen, a major representative of the Cypher.
Hey.
Something that I was able to be a part of and will be a part of more in the future.
That's right.
And which was a dope experience. It was great, and we gonna talk about that. First of all, we gonna talk about this past audition, bro. I promise you. But it was awesome. It was great. It was great energy, great vibes. I loved the judges. I loved all of the people that came in there. You know what I'm saying? I love the talent that you guys had in there for the performances. It was just dope, bro. Like, I could imagine, like, I see you guys getting like a huge venue on the stage, and there's the hundreds of people out there to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I see.
Absolutely can't wait for that opportunity to take what we've been able to build here at City Sound Soundbite Studio, and take it to that next stage. You know, we've considered like Guild Theater. We've also considered other venues here in Sacramento as well. But after the event, I asked for feedback from Josh Joran, and he was like, "Good job, 12 out of 10."
No, it for sure was, bruh, 12 out of 10. I agree. 13, 14 out of 10.
I appreciate that.
Bro, that was a good experience. Like, and mind you, I had, like, after that, I had to leave because I had a rehearsal to go to for a show that I had the next day.
Oh, wow.
But I lost track of time. Like, I was in my mind, like, in the beginning, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know you guys were gonna have performances. So when the performances started, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be super late. But once the performances started, I damn near forgot about the whole shit. Like, I was like, oh, I'm having hella fun right here watching it. My girl is turning to me. She's like, oh, they nice. So I was like, okay. I was like, it was a super great experience. If you guys can make it out to the next Cypher or the next Cypher audition or any event that they throw, I guarantee you it'll be a good time, and I guarantee you're gonna go there and feel like you didn't waste your time there.
That's what's
up. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, I only need to go to one to realize what you guys got going on. And if you can do it once, if you can do it twice, you can do it the third time, bro.
Yeah.
And just set the tone, because Sacramento needs a platform like that.
Good.
To really get, like, the Bay Area, LA. They have a whole bunch of ciphers and artist performance things and stuff like that, but I don't think Sacramento has one that everybody knows. And I see that. That's kind of why I put my audition out there, and I reached out before I was able to do the audition. Like, I was like, oh, this looks like it's already something. So I was like, I'm thinking that they've been doing this. I'm like, bro, where the hell has the Cypher been at this whole time? Like, and I'm like, okay, this some new shit, but you know, it's in its inception. You know what I'm saying? It could go a lot longer and a lot, like, this is gonna go way bigger. I'm calling it now, and specifically not just because of the talent that you guys had, but the way you operate it and run it, like getting all of us in the Zoom and making sure we know all the information and making sure we know when we gonna rap and when we're not, and just walking with us through the process the whole time, instead of just kind of just throwing some stuff out there to us and then letting and hoping we show up. Like, that was dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The attention to detail is something that I either hyper focus on or stress out on. So under this hat, there's a lot of grays.
Nah, hey man, hey bro, look, well, you've earned all of those grays.
That's true. I promise you. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like I don't know. I want it to be successful. I want to be successful, but I also want the platform to be super successful. And I think all of my life's experiences have just led me to this point, you know, where I have experience with music, making it. I've have experience with like DJing large events, corporate events, weddings, stuff like that. And then I do have experience recording and you know, making sure that artists know what to expect, right? So throwing that all together, you know, if you think about it as a puzzle, and I've had the pieces for a long time, and right now they're all fitting.
Yes.
That's the best way I can
like
say it.
The puzzle you putting together, bro.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not all the way put together,
Yeah.
the picture looks nice as shit, bro. The picture looks nice. I promise you.
Yeah.
I've been doing music out here in Sacramento for a while. Like,
Yeah.
I would say I personally, just because I know what I want out of this, I don't even think I've took it as seriously as I know that I can. Like, I mean, really locked in. It's always been kind of like I drop a project every 2 years or something like that. But being able to see an artist and move around, I've done hundreds of shows. I've done a whole bunch of things, and I don't really see, like, I usually have to get proven that these people are doing what they say, or I mess with them for a while and I realize that they really not as serious as they are, as they want people to believe. And that's not the feeling I get from the Look Cypher. The feeling I get from the Look Cypher is that you've been planning this for a very long time, and now we're just seeing the benefits, and we're seeing the all the pieces come together after a long time of preparation, and it feels right.
That's
what
I'm saying. Thank you. I mean, that's a huge compliment. I really appreciate it.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, I haven't been on many ciphers, like, and I want to, and that's another reason I reached out, because I want to get on more ciphers and stuff like that. But the professionalism in it was impressive.
Thank you.
It was definitely impressive from the whole process, from staying in contact with all of us, from doing the audition, from making sure that you guys hold us as artists to a standard and things like that. It was very impressive. So I congratulate you on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I would be alone with my instrumentals if I didn't have artists like you to work with. Mm-hmm. So I'd for sure know that it's a team effort and it's a collaborative effort.
Right.
And man, like, if I boil it all down, all I've ever wanted was to work with rappers. Mm-hmm. That's all I've ever really wanted.
Right.
I mean, I did my part in learning how to make beats and get better and better and better over the couple of decades.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted to see this style of hip hop flourish. And I'm tapped into Sacramento. I'm not from here, but my wife is, and moving here in 2019 and to getting to this point now, it's like, okay, all right, I think it's it is lining up. Mm-hmm. Everything's falling in together. And, I wanted to give you your flowers too, because I was talking to artists after the event, mm-hmm. and they were asking me, they definitely, you've earned their respect, my respect as well.
Okay, yeah.
They were like, why was Torrance auditioning? And I was like, what? I said,
oh shit, that's crazy. I respect.
So that's you're someone who's been doing things, mm-hmm. and who am I to stop somebody from participating, right?
Right.
And so I'm not somebody to stop, but I'll sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Let me go right back to what I was saying. What I'm trying to tell you is, Look Cypher is going to be that platform, and I want everybody to have a fair shot, to get there. I do want all those things. Some artists don't need to audition, and clearly you're one of them.
I guess so. I don't want to. I mean, bro, I ain't bigger than nobody. Like, I'm with all the shit. I'm with all the smoke, and I truly enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, that was me doing. Let's keep it a bean. I knew I was good enough, but I wanted to have fun. Like, I wanted to get out there and see what Sacramento has to offer and be a part of it for real. Like, I don't want no handouts.
Yeah.
I don't want any handouts. I want to be able to do the things that everybody else is doing to get to where they are going. Like the conversation we had the other day about going through the back door. I'm going through the front door as long as I have to, as long as it takes for me to get there. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, but that's funny that you say that, though.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
So, in the minds of the community, right? Mm-hmm. Of the hip hop community, this certain artists definitely have earned their spot. And and it's not even what you were mentioning in terms of like taking a shortcut, mm-hmm. right? It's not a shortcut. You've earned it. It's kind of like when will we see Torrance on Look Cypher? Mm-hmm. And like you just mentioned when we were talking a few days ago, mm-hmm. Look Cypher not only is a platform that we can put artists on that we also want to work with really bad, right? Like all of our favorites we were going to put on too. Mm-hmm. But if we're all trying to make it, if we're all trying to put this art out, then look Cypher not only as the auditions happen, it's more content, more opportunity for people to see in your camp or your fan base that like, shit, what else is going on? Oh, not only you're doing a podcast now, Torrance. Oh, you were messing with Look Cypher over here. You're cutting hair. You're going to school. You know, you start to see like more about an artist's life and what they're willing to do. And for me, you know, I'm not trying to downplay what we're doing because we're heavily invested, but it's content.
Yeah.
And you and I get it. We talked about that. It was like, we're trying to provide another platform for artists locally and folks that are tapping in from other cities and counties. Like, work with us, and you'll have plenty of content to put out to your community, and we'll do it together. Right. There's only so many spots on the Look Cypher, you know, in a single season. 12 episodes times 3 is 36 artists, right? We still need another 36 artists for season 2, right? Right. So doing these auditions lets us know who's serious, who's tapping in. Yeah. And there's, you know, we see people tap into our DMs and they're like, how do I get on? And it was like, here you go. This is what we're doing right now.
That's how you get on right there.
Right. And then if they didn't audition, and we had a follow-up recently, it was like, why didn't you tap in? They're like, oh, yeah, I got distracted. I got busy. I was like, okay. Well,
okay. That's fine.
Stay right here. Tune in when you're ready. Tap in when you're ready. When the next one comes out, let us know. Yeah. You know, so like, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to jump through hoops. And we talked about that too. Like, by no means, like, are we trying to make you like, you need to do steps 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll put you on. No, like, at the end of the day, we're super invested, and we're not charging artists to come on Look Cypher. We want to be able to put this out together, and you know, the artists that have the most talent may not have the biggest, marketing budget. Right. Some artists don't even know what a marketing budget is. But at the end of the day, like, we want to find the talent. We want to find the artists that the spitters who got the bars. You can have 200 followers, but if you have bars, you're gonna get put on Look Cypher. Like, that's what we want. Like, the talent should be able to prove itself on camera. Right. And that's where we're at.
And that's dope, bro. And bro, y'all had some spitters. Boy, y'all had some spitters. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah, that was
I was low key. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was super surprised. I was listening. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I was telling my girlfriend this the next day. This was such a good wake up call for me as an artist, and I'm just being super humble. Like, I know I'm good.
Let's talk about
that. Like, I know I'm good, but it's like, I was listening to some of the things that they were saying and some of the flows and as an MC, I felt low-key disrespected when I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm gonna be real. I was and that's not a bad thing. Like, no, there was no shots towards me or anything like that. It was just as an artist. I was like, holy shit. I could have came way harder. You know what I'm saying? And that's not because those artists work for that. Everybody that the top 4, they deserved that shit. They absolutely deserved that shit. Because there was some people that came up to me and I was like, bro, you should have been this. I wasn't tripping because those 4, undeniable. I couldn't take nothing away from those 4 people who got up, especially a couple. There was a couple of them dudes, like dude in the yellow. I don't remember what his name was, but bro was going crazy. And I looked and told my girl, I was like, whoa, super wake up call, because I've been telling you, I've been saying in conversation, like I've really took kind of a hiatus because I've been trying to get my life on the back end figured out and stuff like that. So I've been writing songs here and there, but I haven't really been like I used to do when I was every day dedicated to just putting words together and being super what's the word I'm looking for, like crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't find the word right now. Obsessed. Oh. And there, because there was a time where I was just obsessed with making words fit together in certain ways and stuff like that. Because when I first started making music, like, and that's another thing, bro. Like, don't be afraid to make music. Don't be afraid because you think you're gonna be trash or something. When I first started making music, I could sing, and that was something that God blessed me with. and I didn't really have to work for that, 'cause it was just it was just there already. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure it out. That I was like, oh shit, I can sing, and I joined choir, and I learned, and because I was classically trained, it was easier to do that. But when I started rapping, I was trash. I was garbage. I was the worst person in the group that I was in. Shout out to the crew, KRU, and it's my homies. But I got super upset, and I was always good in top, and like at whatever I did at that time period, it was like sports. So I was always like, I didn't have to try to be the best or the top and stuff like that. With that, I had to really try, and I was like, bro, I just got super obsessed, and I was like, I'm finna be the best out here.
Yeah.
And there was a period in time where I was just undeniable. You couldn't find another rapper that was rapping better than me, because I was just doing things. I done Cyphers, and everyone, Torrance walk in the room and they scared.